This is Charlie Willard for Boxing News. I'm happy to be joined by promoter Eddie Hearn. We're at the Johnny Fisher, Alen Babic fight week. First of all, most important question, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I enjoyed that. It's very entertaining.
Bit of a chaotic one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but that's what Alen Babic does. I mean, he's a great opponent for many reasons. But the thing is with Alen, a lot of fighters get up there and talk shit and say, I'm going to do this. Alen does it. He's going to do exactly what he said. Now, is he good enough? Is he tough enough? Is he, all these questions will be answered. But he will do that. So you know that when you tune in to watch him, you're going to watch a war, a brutal war. And it's up to Johnny to see if he's good enough at this moment in his career to come through that first big acid test.
And every time we see Johnny speak, and we hear him speak, should I say, he's so humble. He's such a nice guy. And for such a big guy, he's so nice. Yeah. We see a little bit of a sort of a bit of aggressiveness towards Alen in that press, because you don't normally see that from Johnny.
Yeah, you're never going to see Johnny. I don't think his trash talking is ever going to be sensational, but he definitely means business on Saturday night. It's a lot of pressure, from selling 1,000 tickets to 1,500 tickets in 6 rounders, 8 rounders. All of a sudden you're headlining, especially on a day like Saturday with England playing. There's a lot of media attention around this fight. It's going to be already over 6,000 in the arena on Saturday night. It's quite a big moment for his career, and you know that. These fights are dangerous. Like someone like Alen Babic, you get hit by a shot, or you go 3 or 4 rounds. It's not pleasant in there. So he knows Saturday's got to be on point.
And big moments, you say about big moments, but it comes with big pressure. This is the biggest fight of his career, right?
Yeah, and look at what the future holds. Like I said, 6,000 or 7,000 on Saturday. You fight, I don't know, Adelaide. You do 8,000 or 9,000. You fight Fraser or Fabio Wardley. You're selling out the O2. So I think, and I said before, Johnny gone from ticket seller to real prospect, global heavyweight prospect, not just a British. I think this kid has a very high ceiling, but he is in nice and deep on Saturday night.
You mentioned the ticket sales. We spoke to Johnny before. He sold thousands. He is a bit nuts, isn't it, to think of before. Remember, he was on the bottom tier and he sort of went up there and he's still selling thousands. And to be now a main event, selling what he is, it must be for you as well, nice as well.
By far the biggest ticket seller in the country in terms of personal ticket sales. You have 2 elements to that. You have personal ticket sales and you have box office sales with stage front, etc. And AJ is the biggest box office ticket seller by a mile in this country. But personal sales, Johnny Fisher by a mile over everybody, probably twofold. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite amazing, and that continues to grow. Not just actually in this country, but in Australia, and you've got his dad and stuff like that. And
he's incredible, isn't he, Big John?
That all goes out the window on Saturday night. But if you can fight, plus you have that fan base, golden ticket.
Talk about the undercard. There is a few great fights on it. Could you talk us through it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a next-gen card that's obviously blown slightly out of control with the ticket numbers and stuff like that. But, firstly, Levi Giles against Reece Bellotti, total war, like British and Commonwealth title. Every fight those two are in is just a thriller, and it'll be a thriller on Saturday. Really tough fight for Maisie Rose against Jasmine. I think it's going to be a great fight. John Hedges in his first championship fight. A lot of our prospects in deep. Also, look out for Giorgio Vizioli, Layli Buttigieg as well, Jimmy Sains, Louis Pachetti as well. We have, I think, not just obviously pound for pound greats, but we have the best young fighters coming through, and big opportunities to shine on a big platform on Saturday.
I just want to ask you as well, a little bit off topic. Dana White's obviously taking the UFC to the Sphere in Vegas. As a promoter, I think we talk about there's so much building going on across the world, but the one thing we don't normally see is being built is arenas and stadiums. So when you see something like that, your eyes must light up. Would you like to see Matchroom take a fight there one day?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the viewing experience will be really different in the Sphere, not your traditional boxing experience, but whenever there's a new arena, it's exciting to go there. And yesterday we announced Regis Prograis against Jack Catterall at Co-op Live. That's the biggest arena in Europe, 23,000 people. So we'll be christening that for boxing on August 24th, and hopefully one day the Sphere too.
Canelo?
Yeah, maybe. I think Canelo has, I believe, a fight left with a PBC, so that'll be September, and hopefully our guy Edgar Berlanga gets the nod.
And going back to this fight, England game obviously on as well. Everyone's going to be chuffed about that. Predictions for the game? What do you reckon?
Look, it's not going too well at the moment. Well, I say that, it's not going too well. We won the group and we're in the quarterfinals. So at some point, you'd like to think it's all going to click. And if it does, we've got a great chance to win the whole thing. But
it's got to pray no extra time. That's what we're hoping.
Extra time. I mean, even if we, if it's going to be extra time, I'd rather lose before. It's going to be painful, and we've got a show to do. So pull your finger out, boys. 3-0. And on to the big one. But
I was about to ask him for your message to the players. I think you've just done it there.
No. It's very important. We have Johnny Fisher against Alen Babic to get on with, so get this game won.
And just one more. You sharing a chicken ball with him afterwards? You going to get involved in that?
Well, probably. I mean, I think
I know you're into your shape at the moment, but you know.
Trying, but I can't rule out a Chinese. I mean, I haven't had a Chinese for a while actually. The mouth's watering even thinking about it. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be a special delivery to the change room.
Eddie, thank you very much.